Hello, welcome to September's devlog for 2024. Um, so yeah, I realized it was almost the end of the month. I totally forgot. It kind of snuck up on me. So recording it now, I'm actually making a well-edited devlog for my YouTube, the other YouTube channel, the Bobo channel. So just kind of like the idea is I give it like a couple months to like make one. I hate it. It just I don't know. I don't want to. I just want to make the game. I don't want to edit and like record and get footage. It just takes so long and it's boring. But I must. It's just part of the process. It's part of making a game. Um, but anyways, I was gonna just do that, but I figured I might not finish that by the end of the month just because it's boring and I just kind of want to delay it as long as I can. Uh, So I figured I should record one of these lazy ones to show off this month's. So this month there's been a couple small things, but it really is dedicated to one thing, and that is the brawl mode. So let me go take. Well, just in case, I'll take these two. And him. Where are you jumping to? So yeah, one of the biggest things people ask me ever since I started posting about this game online is, will there be like the Chao karate equivalent? And yeah, I was always in the plans to at least do racing and possibly something else. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Like I say that, but like I've tried some other things and nothing sticks and as good as racing and brawl or fighting. So any other like competition types, well, I think will come with like the holidays that are in the town, and you'll see when that the time comes. But there'll be like special events you can do. But as far as trials and sagas, it's going to be, I think, just it's a current plan is just to do saga and racing or fighting and racing. So we'll see, but I think it fits and just how much work this has taken. Not even just for the mode, but you'll see in a bit, like making the traits work in Brawl as well, and how many traits I have planned. I just don't know if that's going to work out. So right now, it's kind of just going to be racing in Brawl, and then we will see what happens in the future. But I am very excited about how Brawl has turned out. Let's yeah, let's do this one. What grade was that? It's a B. Yeah, let's do Power Gary. Alright. So let's head in there. And we will see some Brawl. I don't know if the music or sounds can even be heard really. But we have some new competition looping track that plays before competition starts, just so it's not nothing. And then a version of it plays at the end when the round is done, or a race is done. Yeah, let's just watch a brawl match. Ready. Fight! So right now, you can switch approach, which is the oh. So, you know what? I changed this last night. This should be a health bar. I'll put a thing over the screen after this match is done to show you what that's supposed to look like. You can still watch this, but I think I messed something up last night. I forgot to test it. Yeah, I'll put a video over the screen after this. But yeah, in Brawl you can change approach, so there's aggressive, neutral, and defensive. And basically changes your movement and how you attack. So like defensive isn't gonna punch, it's gonna block and kick the most. And how the system works is, I'll just pause it. Just turn that music down. So it's a like a rock paper scissors system. So there's an action. Every Bobo takes an action every second, at the exact same time. And the actions are punch, kick, and block. Punch just does the most amount of damage. A kick will do some damage, but then kick them in the air, and they can actually juggle them in the air based on the Bobo's stats. And then block will block a punch, and then also stun them. So if you block a punch, they can't do the next action, so you get a free hit on them. And then rock, paper, scissors comes in because punch beats kick, kick beats block, and block beats punch. And yeah, you'll see he just used a steel chair, so he has the rough and tumble trait. So the different traits basically give like new moves to that Bobo in this mode. And yeah. So the different stats, kind of how they correlate, is strength, or I guess I'll start with stamina is health. Run speed is just their movement speed across, you know, in the match, across the pad. Agility is block effectiveness, so how much damage you block. Acceleration is like the penetration if you do a punch on a punch or a kick on a kick. If it's equal, it kind of just deflects, but if you have a better acceleration than the other person, your kick gets through their kick. And then it's also the speed of your combo attacks in the air. Climb is punch damage. Swim is I'm making him defensive just so I can talk a bit. Swim is kick, height, and damage. And then power or strength is like a damage multiplier. And then jump is your jump height and chance of jumping to do an air combo. So yeah, that's how that works. I wish the health was showing it. So you can see it go down, but it's whatever. We can end this round to see how this results. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way this has turned out. I think it's gonna be it's a lot more fun to watch than Chao Karate. I wasn't a huge fan of it. I think it was a cool idea, but then Power Garrett died. So yeah, I think they had a ton of potential. So the idea was always to kind of just go wild with it and make it like a full-on fighting game. Hopefully that comes across to you. I kind of went like full-on like retro with the sound effects and the effects and the UI and all that. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. There's a little bit more things to do before this next Patreon build. So this next Patreon build is kind of just the Brawl update. Just a couple small things, but it works. It's just some of the traits I want to do additional things. But yeah, so that's rough and tumble trait. And then if I go back, let me see if I can. Oh, I left him. I'll go get the camper. The camper, right? Yeah. Oh, there's no other Brawl today, I don't think. Yeah, so that's kind of the biggest thing I'm working on, really. I did another cool thing that I'm not showing right away, just because I kind of wanted to leave it a surprise for this next build. But yeah, it's mostly been the Brawl. It's kind of was the idea, is the September will be Brawl mode, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way it's turned out. What is his grade? A. Oh, he's not very good. A. I'll probably compete. So here's the camper trait. So it's kind of a cool, or the flint and steel item. So you'll see in here, it's a pretty neat effect. He just has like flaming fists. Here's extra damage on some of the hits, and I think it's kind of neat that he has that. I think someone from the Patreon gave that a suggestion, but yeah, the idea was to kind of just take every trait and give them something new or additional in Brawl 2. So it's not, the traits aren't just for the garden and racing. Not everything at like a Power Walker, I think it's just nothing. They get the stat boost. I think it's run speed and stamina. So they still get that, but there's no like weird animation or effect or anything. But yeah, I think it's pretty neat. Oh man, they're doing terrible today. But yeah, hope that's interesting too. I think it's a fun mode. I think it'll. What I like about it is I think it's racing is pretty predictable in the fact that like if you have a certain stat Bobo, you're most likely going to win like every time. If you won, you're gonna win that one every time because just the stats are just straight up like there's no. The only randomization that really happens in a race is the tripping, but even the tripping is based on your luck and agility, so it's not really random. However, the rock paper scissors mechanic with fighting I think just gives fighting a different feel. It's basically you can have a super weak Bobo and they can win against a strong Bobo, which just doesn't happen in racing. Like that's not really going to be a thing that happens. But because rock paper rock paper scissors, you know, it's luck on everyone's the Bobo and you of just what action your Bobo is going to do. So it's why I'm gonna. It's kind of like it. Yeah, it adds more of like always a possibility to win now because it's not really the case. Oh, where'd he go? Where's he doing? But yeah, I think it adds kind of a different feel to this type. It's like two different type of competitions. Like the one predictable one, and then you have fighting, which is a lot more random. It's still all your stats matter, and you're gonna have the chance. Basically, like probability. Like, or if you're thinking of like betting, like a 5-to-1 chance. Like, if you have a strong Bobo, you're going to win more times than not. But there's always the possibility to lose because you could just pick. They could be picking the wrong choice every time. So I think it adds a fun feel to it, and I'm excited to see people kind of make clips and show off some of their brawls. I think it'll be a really fun mode to watch. Yeah, I think that should be it. Next month, I am focusing on the Phantom species. I've announced that before. It's basically, there's 5 species in the game. There's only one right now. It's like this default one. And then I have Phantom and Fairy planned, and there's 2 other ones that I'm holding secret for now. But yeah, it's October, so I figured it'd be a good time to do Phantom. So I have them all sketched out, how I want them to look. We'll see if they last until like the modeling process. But yeah, the goal is to get the full Phantom, all the forms done, the new patterns, the new colors, the new eyes, the ability to actually unlock because they have a new sheen they can get. And then I have to do the saga for the Phantom as well as the new map. It's a lot. Who knows when I get everything done. I hope that's kind of the goal, but I'm on vacation for a little bit during the month. But yeah, I have a lot to do, but I'm going to work hard and get there, I think. We'll see. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for next month, and stay tuned for like the good devlog. If you watch these, you don't really have to watch it, but it's just gonna be a collection of everything I've added kind of the past 3 or 4 months. Yeah, that's it. See you later.